Why is it that every time I vlog, my hair is a fucking mess? Well, it may be because you didn't dry your hair properly yesterday, Jess. Anyway, yes. Yeah, I took an unexpected journey this year with comedy and poetry, and realising that what I write is comedy spoken word more than actual poetry. I mean, yeah, the ones that I do like writing in general, but the things that I get more compliments on and more laughs with are the comedy ones. And how I went from doing poetry to comedy this year was unexpected but amazing at the same time. I started a comedy course that I paid for, and it started in July or August after I'd done the Geek Muggle Slam. After I'd done the Geek Muggle Slam, I realised that I needed to work on my microphone presentation, and I needed to work on like how I perform. And I've got natural stage presence anyway, but like but learning how to be on stage and hold a mic and not be too loud with the microphone is a whole different art form. And I basically wanted to learn how to do my poetry / comedy in a different way. So August 1st I started my comedy course, and this is my comedy book that I had. Not 1st of August, it was 1st of September. I just want to go through this whole book. So one of the things that they get you to talk about in the first session is write the meaning down of your name. So, Jess, a short leather strap that is fastened round each leg of a hawk, usually also having a ring or swivel to which a leash may be attached. So I could have inserted a king joke there. And then Jessica, to see, behold or look, for God behold wealthy, which is ironic. And Fielding, pasture, open country, from wide open. And then there was like 3 Michaels and and stuff like that, and it was just really interesting how all of this came about. So like I wish I'd read this more actually, because laughter is always yes. I love that. I'm going to highlight that. Oh, I love that so much. Because I had laughter on stage. And then things that infuriate me: scams, public transport, and then there's like a whole list of like things like name tags, double-barreled names, late at the end of names, or like like the Alexi May or Lily May or anything with May on the end. You got bullies, dog owners, kids, comedians, Universal Credit and PIP, hold music, board meetings, autism, general public, dolphins for some reason, American British stereotypes, geography and teachers, nonsense, push door with handles, passwords and technology. So yes. And then we had the bit about stage persona, question everything, exaggerate expressions and impressions and expressions. So that's what I did on stage. I exaggerated everything because I wanted to do it about the silent disco. like overtell the story. So like a lot of the time when you're doing comedy, you have to overtell the story, you have to like exaggerate it and make it more funny. I don't really care how long this whole thing is, how long this whole vlog is, because I want to like do it, and quite naturally I'm very expressionate, I'm very over the top, I'm very sort of like, oh, I am a theatre kid, and then so, you know, that's what happens when you have a dad that bloody starts randomly walking around the bloody house going, oh yeah, mad, yeah, and start doing funny voices. But then you add the theatre, you add the intricacies of theatre into it, and then you've got whatever I am. And then, yeah, and then all of that, intricacies of words and how to say them, and then questions about life. And then it goes, what is a rhetorical question? When will I be a grown-up? Why do robot voices sound the same? Why did Brexit continue? Why do they play metal music in pubs? What is the meaning of life? Why did we evolve from monkeys and not bears? Why is God white? What happened to Herbie the Love Bug? And why did the Teletubbies have babies? It's, you know, weird shit like that. Yeah. And then it's sort of like, and then it's, you sort of like go on, like, do you consider yourself lucky? How did language evolve? And then it's about questioning everything. Like, you question every single thing. And then this was from the first session, like literally the first session. It's like, oh, it's mad. And then yeah, honestly, like, I was struggling a little bit with this because I thought I had to be funny. I thought I had to be funny. I think one of them, weird or strange. So we got on to the second session, which was the 8th of September, and it goes, a juggie sprinting from Morrison's on my way here, like he's doing the Great North Run, because it was the Great North Run that time. Like, he had AirPods in so he couldn't hear people look, and people looked at him like, what the fuck. Bare Necessity is playing in the background of doing exercises. I don't want to die on stage, okay? Oh, I love it. And then, like, one of the things we had to come up with was really opposite things. So one of the things that somebody came up with was tongues and Trump. They came up with, like, both have, one's Kepler jaws, one Caesar jaws or something, which I thought was quite hilarious. So I wrote down, what's the difference between them? Tongues keep things together, Trump doesn't. Tongues live in the kitchen cupboard, Trump lives in the gutter. Both begin with T. Some tongues are red, Trump is orange. Tongues make things great, Trump doesn't make things great again. And then, like, what's the difference between Andy Murray and Borisov? And then, you know, it's like comparing different things, which I thought was really, really interesting. Borisov is slippy one where Andy Murray isn't when he plays tennis. Soap doesn't have a sense of humour, and Andy's is very dry. Soap blows bubbles. Andy Murray only blows bubbles when he wins Wimbledon. Fuck's sake. And then you've got, like, Andy Murray played tennis and Borisov didn't. Okay. Types of live comedy: observational, self-deprecation, topical satire, prop and pun, surrealism, musical, dark blue comedy, improv. Then you have all characters, crowd work, physical, slapstick, one-liner, banter, double act and storytelling. And then, oh, this is where, and then again, this is where I ended up becoming mixed up with my brain. And then in my head I thought I needed to be better. So you had storytelling and all that, and like I wanted to do about my autism and my meltdowns and stuff, and then I started to try and like figure out what my style was, and then in my head I thought, I want to be different, I want to be Phyllis, I want to be Phyllis and stuff like that. So as you can tell, I was in my own head a lot, and then we had to do this thing called the Perret plan, which is this. And that confused the fuck out of me. So it's a bit like, so you had a table where it had people, places, things, events, words, phrases and cliches, and then you had similar and then a difference, and then like this confused me so much. And we did one about beekeepers. So you had the people associated with beekeepers, bee activists, and then activists in general. Flowers, houses, house, which is the places. Flowers, house, field, shoe, zoo, hive, and bin. And then you got the things: honey, sting, jam, jar, queen bee, events, picnic, springtime, words, phrases, cliches. Like I said, like I was trying my utmost hardest to come up with different things, as you can tell, and I wanted to do one about pigeons, and like my brain just was not getting it at all. And oh god, hang on, do I have any? Where is my sellotape? I've lost my fucking sellotape. I can't be arsed. Whatever. Oh wait, is me dinner done yet? Probably not. Oh yes, here we go. I'm waiting for fucking sellotape. I'm probably gonna get my phone telling us off saying, you got too much, way too many videos. Yes, I fucking know, no, shut up. I may need to buy a few more of these before Christmas. Oh, right. I need to stop chewing these actually. Anyway. See, I tried to do pigeons and stuff, and it just wasn't working. Like, for me, it took me so long to try and figure out that I was naturally funny. Oh my god, my hair! That was naturally funny. But obviously in my autism brain, my autistic brain would not let me think otherwise. Would, yeah. I've lost the end of it again. What the fuck? You see? Oh god. No. Yeah. It's because the pages are falling out. Anyway. It's because the pages are falling out. Anyway. This is from Morrison's, by the way. The cool words, phrases, cool, wing it. Oh god. Honestly, like, oh. The thing is, right, comedy and poetry are very similar genres, and like I have this tendency to over-explain and stuff like that because autism, and because not being so misunderstood. What? Oh. I'm just reading back on these, and it's like, is this how a chicken feels every month? All this because Eve ate a Granny Smith apple at the Garden of Eden. Oh god. We've got book club, people, place. Oh, there were so many things I wanted to write about, like, and I was trying to write this list of jokes that didn't quite work because I was trying to be funny, and like there was this one where it was a book club, and you had people interested in books, libraries, book club, literacy class, books, pen, paper, stories, books with words. I loved that bit in the book. And then, but the fact was that honestly, this book club I wasn't really a fan of because I wanted a proper book club, not like a babyish book club, and I feel so bad for saying that, but people not interested in books, no talking to people with people with learning disabilities, like kids. Oh my god, that's fucking. However, are we done? Oh my god. You got that? I'm leaving all of this in because this is how my personality is. Oh, lovely. I just woke up and stuff like that. And, basically, it was shit. And then you had me and my support worker, Anne, and then we were in the same room and I was getting bored, and then Anne said on her iPhone, like, do you just want to go? And I was like, yes, it's fucking boring. And then we just like went home. It was shit. It was fucking shit. And then, you know, lying about the appointment and stuff. Oh my god. Who's gonna really want to see it? Right, oh god. Okay. I just like looking through this actually. Okay. I mean, I love looking back on this actually, because we did so much in like 6 weeks. It was madness. Absolute madness. Then we did something in, that must have been on the, what date was that? That must have been in the other bit of September. And then, you know, targets age, government, gender, race, whether all it was like topical comedies and self-deprecation. Like, John wanted us to have a go with self-deprecation, and again I was so in my head about it and trying to be funny and not naturally being funny. Like, the biggest thing I am taking from this is I am naturally funny. I am naturally funny. I love it. I love being naturally funny, but being in my own head, I was messaging Gary and Kevin so much saying I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this, and like thinking to myself I can't do it, but when I can, I fucking well can. But I was constantly ringing the man, crying my eyes out after every session, thinking I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it. Everyone else can. Everyone else is picking it up as quickly. When my brain works differently, this was going completely outside of my comfort zone to a point where I was like challenging myself, and obviously because of the Geek Muckle Slam, I literally wanted to do this. Like, if I'm gonna get the chance to do the Geek Muckle Slam next year, I want to do the Geek Muckle Slam next year. Like, I want to do better, and it was my first ever slam ever. I'd never done anything like that before in July. Like, it was insane. It was an insane experience, like a very good experience for us to get better. And yeah, what? Okay. I'm just reading all this stuff because, like, I'm just like, there are certainties of life. There's a line in there saying there are certainties of life like herpes, right, Grandma? Because when you what? Because when you die, you die of herpes, Grandma. Okay, I don't know. Oh, there's more bits on exaggeration and stuff. I'm just trying to read all of this. I mean, where am I originally from? Like, with lots of questions. What is interesting about you? I'm autistic. Did you know that? I've never mentioned it and stuff. And I kept on writing all this down in this little thing of, like, this note called potential comedy routine. And it was just gender. I'm not non-binary, just an autistic woman who hates wearing bras. I still want to use that. I'm still going to use that. And then you got comedy. Oh, and then we had like a month break in between it. We had like a month break and stuff. So we had like toilet, like comedy, toilet, and shut up. Then the differences between the Tyler and David Attenborough, again, talking about the similarities, they've seen some absolute shit. Speaking, and then topical speaking, audience language, you have to speak the audience language, US election, reproductive health, Saoirse, Graham Norton and stuff like that, and stuff like that, and the election and stuff like that. I have rambled on for 20 minutes. I say it again, I was still getting into my own head about all of this, and then suddenly it clicked on the third, because it was like, because it was just like, the way I can explain it was like, I was trying to be funny, and then I had to like try and do it on stage at the Chili where we did all the workshops. So I did it on stage, and then I was really angry and stuff like that, and I wasn't practicing it, and it wasn't sticking. Nothing was sticking, and I got really upset about it, and I was on my period, and there was other things happening at the same time, and I got really upset about it, and I was like, then I spoke to John and Fisa about it, and then what happened was, so like, you're funny as fuck anyway, so do some of your spoken word. And then that's when it clicked. I was like, oh my god, like, it clicked. So by this point, it was the Sunday afternoon. I say it clicked. It didn't click for another few hours after that, because my brain was just trying to process everything, because I process everything differently. I'm bringing Liz over here while I can make me breakfast. Hello. Right, something, I don't know. Anyway. Hello. What am I fucking talking about? I have no idea. Anyway. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, like, the moral of this whole thing for me was, don't be in your own fucking head, because overthinking doesn't get you anywhere. But I needed to learn that in order to do one of the best performances I've ever done in my life. So yeah, on the Sunday before, not on the week before, on the Sunday, it took us a few hours to process what had happened and stuff like that, and then what ended up happening was, after that, I thought, right, I'm gonna do silent disco, and then I ended up just going with it, and then doing prompts, which I think I've left the prompts elsewhere. So these were the original prompts. I've got a few little bits written on and stuff. And then I didn't do that until the Saturday, believe it or not. So last Saturday I started doing that. So I did the prompts, all while following Kevin's advice. And then with that, and then it just, the week leading up to it, I was like practicing until, I had to practice, because it was like, if I don't practice now, I'm not going to practice it at all. So I just kept on sending Kevin and Gary and my mum and other group chats and whatnot about this blooming poem, and I'm sorry that, like, if people got sick of it, but I was like determined. I was recording myself constantly, and just determined to get it right, because I was trying so many different things. I was trying to be Phyllis, so like in the early days I was trying to be Phyllis, but I realised being me is more important than being a character, because I needed to get outside of my comfort zone, and it was almost like Phyllis was a persona that I didn't want to be, and it was like I needed to get again out of my head and into my, like, you know what I mean, So yeah, and then we had the last week, which I'm gonna try and do in a minute once I get the book, once I've done my sausage sandwiches. Oh god, honestly. Once I do my sausage sandwiches, anyway, yes. Love how unhinged this vlog is. Just how so unhinged this vlog is. I think it just clicked on the Sunday before, I think. Like doing it with the prompts helped a hell of a lot. Then obviously the practicing helped as well. And then this was the most nervous I've ever been for a show ever. Honestly, I'm gonna read here what I wrote in my diary, because I needed to write it. I needed to write what I wrote in my diary. I need to read it here because honestly, like, it encapsulates the whole feelings of how I felt. Love how unhinged this vlog is. I've like been yapping for half an hour about all of this, but I think it's so important because, like, for my YouTube channel, because like this has been such a journey spiritually, like comedically. I can't even explain it, man. It was like fucking life-changing, and I can't even explain it now. And I wanted to do something like this for years. Finally did it. People were apprehensive about it because, why are you paying £80 to do a comedy course? You just go on stage. No, you fucking don't. There's so much more to it. I'll sort of yap for half an hour about it. If you look at me fucking move, then I'm gonna keep forever. There's so much more to it. Right, you go there. Do I have my cup of tea? Yeah. Oh my god. Here we go with the most chaotic vlog known to fucking man. On my iPhone, and my iPhone's gonna whinge. You haven't got enough memory. Yes, I fucking know. I'm gonna upload you to YouTube straight away. No editing, nothing. Where am I? There we go. Hang on. Oh, I need a wee. Hang on. I'm gonna come back to this. No. Don't know what I need to do. Your fucking phone's gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna go there. Hey. Should have really. What am I fucking looking for? Right. Still haven't had me breakfast yet. It's bloody 9:20. Bloody ridiculous, Jessica. Bloody ridiculous. Anyway. I need to get ready for choir soon. Kind of thing. Anyway. I didn't really vlog the day of Monday because I was just so ow. I was so focused on wanting to do Michelle justice and stuff. Did I? Oh, okay. Is the workshop, everyone's doing their performance and stuff, so I didn't really end up writing much on that day. What the fuck am I looking for? Right. Kill Jack with her 10,000 notebooks. Okay. This is my mental health book, but I thought it was important to... are you okay? Yes, it looks like it's alright. Right. Ooh. My mental health book. Ooh. We have Monday. Now, I need you to picture the scene on Monday. I was in Heaton Park and I was just about to go to the shoe tree, but it was getting dark, so I couldn't. And basically, like, it was bloody freezing, so I had bought some new gloves and stuff, and I just wanted to vlog. I wanted to, well, yeah, vlog, but in writing. It was like, it's 4 PM and you can tell winter's now cutting in. It's getting dark, I'm hungry and need a wee. I'm waiting for Gary to say he's on his way to Spoon so I can get in front of the fire while having a pizza, counting down the hours till I can finally go to the Chili Pub. I'm reflecting on this year and what a mindfuck it's been. One of the most turbulent yet rewarding. Lots of blessings, lessons. I cannot understand my writing. Unexpected friendships, mentorships, kinships, but no cruise ships. It's now 5:45 and I feel like time is literally standing still. I'm in my own head. Gary is bored but fed. I'm becoming fidgety. Now, I was going to write down how I was feeling during and after, but honestly my brain was just sort of like, I need to like calm down and stuff. And it was, you know, when I get before a performance, I get really like, oh, like this one in particular, I just felt really like nerve-wracking as fuck. I don't even know why. Like, it just felt really, I think it's because again I was going outside my comfort zone and stuff, and oh my god, I was just like, yeah, so much anxiety running through us. And then it was so ridiculous how I was feeling. Like, my brain was just like, I need to get this over and done with now. So, you know, it was about like 7-8 p.m. when it started, and then it was actually like, you know, people started going on, Fennec went on, and then other people went on and they were really funny, and then it got to the second half. I was like, oh my god, it's almost me. And then I went on stage, and this was the most nerve-wracking I've ever been for a fucking performance. And then I can't even explain it. I'd said it all and it was over within a flash, like every time. And then, oh, I can't even explain it, man. Just that buzz you get when you're on stage, and the feedback after. Honestly, the feedback after, then like Kevin and Gary were probably like proud bloody parents and stuff like that. And what's weird to think that because I was in my own head about it all, I wanted to enjoy it more, but because I was so in my own head, I just felt so overwhelmed by it all, and I can't even explain it. It's given me a new perspective and how I want to improve and stuff like that, and it's can't even explain what this comedy course has done for me, because like it's changed everything for us. I can't even get on that. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And it challenged us. And what's weird, I think, I was just watching the silent disco vlog that I'd made about being at the silent disco, and in February when it happened, so it was like the end of February when I did it, and I honestly feel like at the time I felt so lonely and so like alone in my own head when I was there. But look what came out of it. Like, look what came out of it. That came out of it. A comedy routine. A fucking comedy routine. Amazing. Fucking amazing! Yep. Never gonna forget that one in a while. So I hope you've enjoyed me yapping for 30 odd minutes about this comedy course and how it changed everything and stuff like that, and yeah. Yeah, because I'm naturally